There's a way to make an entrance.
This is my destiny.
It was now a conspiracy of witches.
Download Veely today.
I'm Sarah Richardson. This is Denise. This is the kitchen in Denise's brand new home. And this is what the kitchen looks like now, thanks to lots of help from Design Inc. I'm on my way to Denise's dream home. She called Design Inc. to make sure she gets a dream kitchen. Of course, this mud and these shoes, that's more of a nightmare. The yard's looking beautiful today. Well, this isn't a very small kitchen.
No, it's quite large, actually.
Oh my goodness. So is it a renovation or it's a new build?
No, brand new.
Okay.
But we want it to look like it's been here for 100 years.
A lot of people now, in order to get a traditional look, are doing a combination of some painted and some wood. Do you like that idea, or?
Probably not. I think we should stick with all wood.
I think the thing that we notice immediately is the connection to the dining room. So, are you a really neat cook? This is somewhat, I guess, unforgiving.
The other problem is that the cabinetry has to look really good, or it'll bring down the entire space.
So as far as the sort of eat-in area goes, is this an area for entertaining casually? Is it just for family meals? What are you looking for there?
Mostly family meals.
Okay.
And some of Laura's friends that come in the evening after school or after skating.
Okay.
But mostly it'll be just the three of us.
Can you turn it off?
Producer.
And this existing kitchen layout shows it coming across the wall, coming out as a peninsula, and returning back.
My humble opinion,
At it coming toward.
the plan for the peninsula ruins the flow of the room.
The point of an island is it sort of gives you the command of the kitchen and the whole space. If I were the cook of the house, I would want to be able to stand here to have the best view out over the swimming pool. One of the key features in a Georgian-style house is the symmetry. So if we could make it so that everything was more centered on this wall, that might end up giving us sort of a better flow and a more interesting look when all's said and done. And I would say the best thing for us to do is probably, do some drawings up to show you and then let you choose based on that.
Oh, great, thank you.
Right on. Let's get started. Ugh. So the wrong footwear. I've never done a kitchen that is as big or that I think will be as formal. So I think this has great potential to be absolutely drop-dead beautiful and a true showpiece for the house.
And when it comes to showpieces on my team, no one spends money better than Tommy.
Right.
Here's the sort of floor plan, right?
Okay.
Giant sink wall, big island, long range wall.
In addition to the island, there are a few other things from the original drawings that have got to change.
So I think we eliminate the sort of harvest table because everything's feeling like it's all going to be massive rectangles, right?
I've thought for a while that table should either be oval or round.
Okay. If this is as dressy as I see it shaping up to be, I think this has to be a mahogany door with a raised frame and then crotch mahogany in the center.
I'm crazy about that idea.
If we're gonna go for something really dressy, it has to be a frame-style kitchen, meaning that it is built like a piece of furniture.
Sounds beautiful, elegant, luxurious, custom, and expensive.
It's probably twice as much for the cabinetry to go frame-style versus frameless. However, all of your other costs are the same. The cost of your counters, your sink, your faucet, those are fixed costs.
I don't think that most people would make the jump that by upgrading that one element, you are elevating every single other thing in the room without paying out more.
A project this big is a lot for just two designers. Maybe it's time for a trio. And with Tommy and Natalie together, it's the perfect combination of beauty and brawn. Oh man, wrong shoes again.
That's what I Service. I want to just do a little bit of brainstorming here. I think it would be better if the refrigerator was tucked in the corner.
Okay.
Because if you put a refrigerator here, this is a really short
Then there's not room for your
area of
countertop.
space. I think we have to go all the way
Absolutely.
floor to ceiling. Big crown.
What does that do when you see the white plaster coming across and then it meets up with wood?
We can have the exact same profile of the plaster.
Yes.
Replicated in wood.
Okay.
Okay, so it can tie in, it'll match perfectly.
But do we paint out that wood to be the same color as the white plaster, or does that?
No, I think it's wood.
It's difficult to imagine, but I know what I'm doing. It'll look amazing.
So what if the island is the same length also as that wall? Right. About 9 feet.
Sure.
A 45 square foot island.
Nice.
Whoa.
That's larger than most people's.
Really big.
Yeah, I think that's the size of my kitchen.
We're gonna go with a range because it's more traditional. Then we'll do something really unusual with the vent hood.
We have this piece that we bought for the entrance hall that has oval paneling on
Right.
the front. So
You could do it going horizontally
Exactly.
across the fan. Tommy, if you can find a table and chairs,
Okay.
a rug. Natalie, let's think about plumbing fixtures,
Yep.
countertops, backsplash.
So I'll do all the function.
Sink.
Tommy can do
Yeah.
beauty.
Yeah, you're beauty, you're functional.
A designer's dream kitchen.
They're not gonna love it when they get the bill, but
Then we run.
Let's see if we can make our vision a reality. Design Inc. is helping Denise build her dream kitchen.
well, this isn't a very small kitchen.
How big is it?
Big.
And how big a chance are we taking?
Huge.
Happily, Denise has trust, confidence, and vision.
It's one thing to tell people, oh, it's going to look really great, but it's going to cost a lot of money. And it's another thing to explain to them exactly why it's expensive.
Our big expense is custom mahogany cabinetry, which has just arrived.
That looks great.
Great, but not perfect.
There's a cabinet that I'm pretty sure they were all supposed to be divided doors, but the door is a single sheet of glass. And Denise was really concerned about having glass to start with, so I don't think we've got the right door. So I was sure they had a divider on it, but I'm wondering if they just got lost on the plans at some point. Well, it's a 50-50 because my sketch had it, but obviously when I approved the plans, they didn't have it. So I'm surprised I wouldn't have noticed that. You know, I was probably just so excited about the way it looked that I signed my name to it and said, yeah, build it! What are you doing, man?
We're just gonna see what's behind here.
What, you doing the drain?
Yeah, we gotta pull it over.
Ah, the old drain's in the wrong place.
It's always something.
That is beautiful.
These, Denise, were supposed to have mullions in them. It was going to be divided up because I know you were concerned originally about having too much glass.
Absolutely right.
So Ross and I talked about it, so he can make new doors that have the dividers. But what I've asked them to do first is just install them as is because the doors can just be changed.
Okay.
So we can take a look at them once they're in and then make that decision.
Well, I don't know. Right now, it looks amazing.
Okay. That's the right answer.
It's more beautiful than I could have ever imagined.
This is a custom canopy for the vent hood. We've got our crotch mahogany.
I've never seen a kitchen in crotch mahogany. It's really our opus. It's like we've never done anything like it before.
The true creative spirit really comes through when everyone is excited to be part of the team. Now, what's next?
I don't really want to wait 8 weeks for reproduction furniture if I could go out and find an antique today. So I thought maybe I'd hit the streets and see what I find.
Correction. What Tommy and I find.
What about these? I think they're really chic looking. I love the leather strapping details. Are they a bit pricey?
I don't think they're comfortable enough for the price.
How much are they?
$1,500 each.
Okay, see you later.
What about these?
They're a really good deal for what they are. I love them.
Right? Rich color.
Oh, the higher back is nice. I'm ready for takeoff.
Yeah.
I thought that was a counter height stool.
Nope, this is bar height.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 6 inches higher. Stools are generally geared to be either very contemporary or very cottagey. So finding something that is sophisticated and dressy enough, yet comfortable, is going to be a real challenge. So we may not have any choice but to think about altering
it.
something.
If we cut 6 inches off the legs, then it will be counter height.
Okay, what I like about this table is that it's a little bit more rustic. We don't want the kitchen to seem so formal right beside the formal dining room. And it's 20% off
It's a good
It's
price.
a good buy for my money.
I think you should bring it on
my
to
money,
people.
so.
But you know what? It's nice that you treat it as your money. What about this table? Rosewood.
It's quite striking.
It's really beautiful.
It's 5 times the price.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
It's perfect for the cabinet doors.
Look at the base on it.
Very beautiful.
This is twice the price of the reproduction,
Okay.
which was really country farmhouse, and half the price of the last one we saw.
This would be my pick. These things are insanely heavy.
Now let's lug some of our finds back to Denise's so we can try them in the space. And what a space it is. It's coming along nicely.
Wow, where's Phil?
You like it?
Do you like it?
I love it.
Really? Best kitchen ever?
Yeah, and it's you like that, eh?
Let's see how that antique table works.
That's the one.
Guaranteed.
But is it unanimous?
Yeah, very much so.
Even our movers have design savvy.
We need to make sure we perfectly vacuum this because then we have to lay down the rugs to see whether they actually fit.
This one could go with the red tones in the dining room carpet.
Okay, well, let's lay this second one on top. This is 3 times the price.
Okay.
So I have a feeling we need to learn to fall in love with the other one. Although I'm thinking that the blue in this might be absolutely perfect. Yeah.
See why it's 3 times the price.
That has your blue in it, Sarah. Your wall.
I know, it really has the wall color.
Wouldn't you know it? The most expensive one always looks best.
I think the softness of the upholstery is much nicer. Do you see what I said?
I think I know exactly what you're going to say.
What?
The scroll at the top of the leg and the scroll at the bottom of the leg.
Isn't that amazing?
Brilliant.
It looks so good together.
They look like they belong together.
But they're so different. Natalie, what do you think of this? I love it.
Considering that I really, really would love Denise to pick the more expensive carpet, giving her these less expensive fixtures will make a difference, I hope.
They're a great price for what they are.
Where does this go?
That... Okay, I'm in.
I love it.
I'm in based on scale.
Yeah.
I think the bar stool is great.
Oh, this is great.
You know what they can do, Natalie? They can take the detail at the bottom and just take some length off the shaft and remain, you know, that little cap detail at the bottom can remain. You said shaft!
There's clearly a reason we're not called Maturity Inc.
I guess what's different about this kitchen for us is that it was an experiment, and we'd never done it before, and I'm pretty happy that it's an experiment that's worked out.
Of course, the experiment's not quite finished.
If we were going to do this right, what would the right order be?
The plaster crown moldings were installed first, and that makes it harder to do the mahogany.
Wood is far more expensive, and I can't take the chance on something going wrong with the mahogany.
But the molding saga isn't over yet. The success of a kitchen like Denise's is in the details, or in this case, the moldings.
What does that do when you see the white plaster coming across and then it meets up with wood?
Well, it would have looked great if the plaster hadn't gone up first.
What we're going to do is we're going to pull down the plaster, and we're going to go with the wood.
At least our clients are still impressed.
You know, no problems. Everybody talks about building a home as being a headache, and it really hasn't been. It's been very, very smooth.
Did you get your wood moldings installed? Oh no, what happened? Solid mahogany crown moldings that were made to perfectly match the plaster crown moldings do not match.
The crown didn't add up with the plaster crown that was going around the room, and also the profile of the crowns weren't perfect to my liking, so we had to send them back to Montreal.
And it's now going to be 2 weeks till we have new moldings made.
The clients have been unbelievable.
It's been very, very smooth.
And I don't say that about every client. Or at least, I don't mean it, but I say it about every client.
As long as we have to wait for the new crown molding, we might as well get counterproductive.
My challenge is that I have an island and it's 5 by 9 feet. Oh, wait, what's this here?
That's the Costa Green.
Costa Green.
That's Lady Onyx.
This is the marble that's supposed to look like onyx,
yeah.
Right? And that's if you're trying to make a bold statement, huh? This is the best slabs you've had in 40 years?
Yeah.
And what makes it so good? It kind of looks like a heart rate monitor.
That's right.
My heart's gonna have palpitations when I get the price for this island.
We're pretty quick, so if somebody points us in a direction and gives us 3 to choose from, we'll choose one and move on.
Okay, John, let's put you to the test.
So we have a couple of options. Not so much on that one, huh? I find this really, really strong.
Busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is a bit light, don't you?
A bit light.
A bit light.
This is buttercino.
I like this.
I like the characteristics of this.
You like the
yeah.
characteristics of this?
too.
Yeah, because it's light, but it's
this is
not
the
too dark.
nicest slab they've had in 40 years.
Decision made. And now, while Philip installs the crown molding, Tommy and I will find curtain fabric.
Is that peanut butter?
No, it's maple.
Anything to fuel the creative fire.
Can we put some starfish in Denise's kitchen?
I like them. I like that quite
Sorry,
a
I
bit.
can't hear you for all the cookie in your mouth.
No monkeys, no ladybugs, no strawberries, no spiders.
How about,
No elephants.
how do you feel about bumblebees, though?
No.
Turtles?
No.
Snakes?
No.
Kittens?
No kittens.
Horses? Ducks?
Not so much the ducks.
You said no monkeys, but these monkeys have very dark eyes.
Tommy's not into the animal kingdom today, but I think the monkeys are a perfect accent for such a sophisticated room.
Oh.
That
was all the food that the production is allowing me to have all day.
The kitchen is actually coming together. It's Thursday, and Tuesday it's going to be done.
That's good news.
It's amazing. There's so many colors in it.
One issue we got, though, with the marble here, it's a little tight going around the sink.
That's not good news.
What do you mean it's a little tight? Like, it's a little tight. The sink's not going to fit in.
Well, we did a site measure and the sink was here.
Yes.
Not it.
Not it.
You can say not it. Not it, not it. The drawings haven't changed, the sink didn't grow.
While they figure out how to fix that, Natalie and I are going to talk backsplash.
I like the look of the herringbone. I also like the look of the 2x4. I think they're pretty interesting in the crema.
But these are both home. Can we get this in a polished finish?
Sweetie, darling, do you have anything in polished in the crema?
Please say yes, please say yes, please say yes.
No, nothing?
Oh.
You're killing me.
So much for finishing on Tuesday. Denise's kitchen was so close to completion. Everything fit perfectly except the kitchen sink.
You know what? The sink was here when they came to do the site measure.
The marble countertop was too big.
Make it right.
So Luigi's people recut it to size. Of course, we've still got to get this huge marble slab onto the island. Easy. This slab weighs in at 800 pounds. That's heavier than 8 Tommies.
Huge.
Meanwhile, we decided to go with the herringbone on the backsplash and honed rather than polished because, frankly, we don't want anything to take away from the showpiece island.
That was hard.
And now, all that remains is for designing to add the designer accents.
Tom and I have made up a little list. We have all their silver. We're just going to do a quick little polish and make sure it's all gleaming and looking fantastic.
Other than that, it looks like just dust,
Clean.
wipe down, clean.
Clean. Some draperies being finished. Basically, we just need to pull it together. We need him
He's
to be
not
able
just
to.
the project manager, he's also the curtain installer.
He'll do anything.
We rolled out the blue carpet. Egged on by Tommy, Denise agreed to go with the more expensive one because it looks the best.
Even in a traditional kitchen, it's really important to do something that appears unexpected. And that explains the introduction of the crotch mahogany, which automatically elevates the whole tone and the feeling and the formality of this kitchen.
We need to pick up all the dishes.
Okay.
We need to get the glassware.
These are perfect.
We need to get some flowers.
Just because you have a beautiful dining room doesn't mean that you necessarily want to entertain all of your guests in it. If you just want to have 1 or 2 people over, you may want to have a smaller option. And that is a perfect cookbook stand. There isn't a single thing in here that is less than exquisite.
Oh.
What a difference. It doesn't look like a kitchen. It looks like a dining room.
And I had no idea when I designed this island that if it had been just a few inches bigger, I would not have been able to find a slab that actually fit. This is the largest it could possibly be at 5 by 9 feet, because most marble doesn't come any bigger than that. So in the end, I was really lucky.
The woodwork and the craftsmanship that went into this, that you know, and you open up a drawer and it automatically does that soft thing, you know, I don't have to do this. I mean, you know, all those little things, you just go, there was a lot of time and effort spent, so you know.
Personally, I am most pleased with the introduction of the crotch mahogany panels. It was something that our cabinet maker had never done before. For them to have done something that they thought was amazing makes me feel so happy, because we all share in the joy of how great it looks when it's done.
I could not have imagined this. I wanted something spectacular, and I'm not disappointed, but I don't think I could have imagined this.
Yeah, this came out great. Came out fantastic.